Hey everybody, it's Dr. Suzie Carmack, and I am very excited to welcome you to Yoga Month. Many of you know that September is the month that we celebrate yoga all month long. So what we're going to do is have 7 days of practice with a chair. Many of us can't get to the floor or back up again because we have medical concerns or maybe just a busy day. So I'd like to show you how many great ways we can practice with a chair and move our bodies, set an intention for our mind and heart, and recenter ourselves so we can get back to whatever it is that we're getting back to. We'll start today with a red practice and move through the colors as you'll see. The idea is to take care of ourselves by centering ourselves first and connecting our mind, body, heart, and spirit. For our first practice, we're going to stay seated on the chair. You can choose to use a mat or not. All I ask is that you're on a stationary surface and that you find yourself sitting tall within the strength of your internal body, and try not to lean too much on the chair support, unless of course you need that for your general health and well-being. We'll find ourselves sitting nice and tall, and let's imagine a zipper kind of zips us up from toes to head, feeling all that internal connection to our center line. Just like a two-way arrow or a one-way arrow, let's lengthen up and then relax our shoulders down and out. So you are that arrow pointing upward. Let's begin with a nice big inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Keep that going as we gently lift and turn to one side, come back to the center, and turn to the opposite side. Now, as we focus on rotating from the torso, you may notice that you forget the legs or that they start turning around. Let's keep stationary and still in the lower body and keep those legs zipped together. So we're activating our core and getting a little extra credit for leg work, even though we're not even standing. From here, we're going to turn to one side of the chair and gently turn closer to the chair seat. And just take a few deep breaths here. Now, as you turn, you may notice that your bottom leaves the chair. See if you can stay anchored there. And then from here, we're coming into a modified warrior two. So let's simply lengthen our torso outward, finding ourselves supported on the chair seats, and then exhale towards our gaze, taking our gaze towards our hands. Just noticing where your neck rotation is today. Turning wherever it's comfortable for you, and also working on mobility. Coming into a gentle lean, let's lean into our front leg and feel how that opens up our whole side that's close to the chair, feeling an outward stretch. This is a modified reverse warrior. This is a modified side angle. And then we're going to gently hold on to the chair as we lift the arm up, taking our fingertips towards our chest. If it's available to you to float the arm up and then open up the whole rib cage, feel free. A modified reverse warrior. So let's see if we can flow that, leaning down and feeling long on the left, lifting up and feeling open on the right. Feel the flow of that, however the pace works for you. Now, if you notice, so far we've been simply focusing on the body, where we move and where we are. But there's so much more inside of our yoga that helps us to connect to the inner layers of our being. So as we shift to the opposite side, we'll do the same postures, but let's explore those now. Leaning in first, anchoring ourselves on the chair seat, and then lengthening the arm upward from there. Let's think about what we're reaching for today. Imagine you could reach for that intention with your hand. Bringing that to your heart center. And then imagining as you hold on to the chair seat with either the elbow or maybe the whole arm, that you're receiving that intention, almost like a shower head with the hand. So as we find our flow, we're thinking about how we're showing up to reach for our intention today. And then how we're receiving that intention. We don't always have to pull and reach for things, although it's good to show up and we need to evolve. Sometimes it's nice to receive. Coming back to center and then turning towards the chair for a moment. And coming back to center. Let's bring our legs back together here as we sit at the top of our chair again. We're going to start with just a little bit of movement of the legs and see how they're doing. Now, as we're doing this very simple movement, I'd like you to really listen to your low back and to exaggerate things. Usually as we're a little tighter in the back of the legs, we start to react in the back. And so you might feel yourself moving under the pelvis. So I'm exaggerating it. It might be much more subtle than that. See if you can keep your spine nice and long as you're moving the legs. And then if that's going okay, let's see if we can float the legs up in space without moving the torso, which is not so easy. Building our strength and our stamina and our leg muscles, let's take the leg forward, either at the lower setting, mid setting, or higher setting. But if we go too high and we've lost our yoga, we've kind of disconnected ourselves, let's find integration where we can hold. And think about what you'd like to put your footprint on today. Changing to the opposite side for the hold for a few breaths. Don't hold your breath, but enjoy breathing through the challenge wherever you choose to take it. As we move into some moments of discomfort, we find ways that we can evolve. Keep breathing. Keep staying connected and releasing. Let's open up our spines now by taking our hands behind us on the chair and bringing our shoulder blades together. I'm going to change the chair position so you can see, but you don't have to move. I'm just moving for you. You're sitting on the front edge of the chair, finding your strong abdominals, and seeing how we do with opening the heart. As we do this, the shoulders may want to creep up. See if you can take them down and out. And the legs can be apart or together as it feels right for your back. Feeling strong in the muscles that help us to sit tall. Strong abdominals and strong upper back as you're pulling the shoulder blades together. Coming back to center. Releasing the tension now as we sit backward. And as we come into this intention, let's think about what we want to let go of today. So we can let go of a little bit, taking our elbows on the thighs and letting the head drop. A modified child's pose. Taking a moment to listen to our inner child. No matter how old we are, we still have one. We're going a little further as it feels comfortable. And just feel the releasing of any tension that's rolling off the back or the neck or the fingertips. Trying to stay as anchored as you can on the chair. What would you like to release today to come back to your center? Releasing worries, releasing doubts, releasing tension in the mind or the body. Feel the space created when we simply start to release a little. Maybe not all at once. Just opening some space. We're coming out of the posture carefully by taking our hands on our shins and lengthening our spine. And then let's carefully walk ourselves upright. Let's finish up as we face to the side of the chair and take one leg outward. This is a variation of gate pose. Let's really hang on to the chair as we gently lean away from the chair seat. So you're controlling this as far or as little as you want with the arm. If it feels comfortable, we can turn into the chair now with a little deeper twist than we did earlier. Feel the abdominals releasing. And seeing how you might bring your intention into your day today. Almost like you could see the movie of what's coming from the lens of that intention. We're changing sides. So we'll move ourselves so our thighs parallel to the edge of the chair. We're sitting nice and long and strong. We're feeling a nice inner thigh stretch as we take the leg out and holding onto the chair for our gate pose. We'll feel just a little bit of space in our ribs and some strengthening in our side body. We can look up or down or forward, wherever it feels best for our neck. Lengthening up and turning towards the chair seat. Thinking about where we might take a pause throughout our day today to simply take in all that's available to us, to enjoy the scenery. As we gently bring ourselves back to center, I'd like to conclude by standing and thanking you for joining me for this practice today. In tomorrow's practice, we'll be doing some standing postures with support of the chair, and we'll continue to evolve the practice as we go through the week. But for now, I invite you to thank yourself for taking good care. Namaste.